Marquise, new career high for you, 31 points. How important was this game to you? How hard did you work coming into this one, knowing you needed to win?
I think it started in practice. I think we had a sense of urgency the last few days in practice. Took a day off after Florida State just to get our mind right. And I think guys came ready to play today.
Is it hard to push through and have that sense of urgency in the wake of losing this game?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a competitive conference, so you just can't get your head down when you go on a losing streak. Can't get your head too high when you go on a winning streak because anybody can be beaten on any given night.
Are you guys kind of playing under the thought that there's zero room left for error at this point if you hope to make the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, we think about it a little bit, but we just want to focus on us. One game at a time, and just keep fighting.
Aamir, y'all had a much better offensive game today than the Florida State game. Coach said the other night that he felt like your struggles offensively were kind of affecting your defensive play. Did you feel that way at all?
Against Florida State?
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, we had, I think, like 19 turnovers or so. So, I mean, when you have 19 turnovers, that's 19 less possessions. So, to score the ball and get your team involved. So, when you have that many turnovers, it's kind of hard to push offensively and make an effort and, like, a huge impact on the game if you can't really have the ball in your hands without turning it over. So, I think that was a big part in us losing that game because we turned the ball over way too much to even have a chance to beat them.
Marquise, how did you keep your composure, especially that stretch, the last 4 minutes where you kind of found some room to take over there after they tied the game?
We've just been in those situations a lot as like an older group. A lot of those games came down to the stretch, as you can see in early ACC play. So we've been in those situations before. So we know when it's time to score and when to slow it down, things like that.
Aamir, not to take away from anybody else on the team, but when it gets down to crucial situations like that, in a close ball game, final few minutes, do you guys kind of expect and look to Marquise to kind of take things over a little bit on the offensive end?
I mean, Marquise is an outstanding player, so I mean, of course, we expect him to make big shots because that's what he does all throughout the game. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes left in the game or it's the first minute within the game. We always expect Marquise to make big shots because that's what he does. And that's kind of a big part of his game is making those shots. And the same shots he makes at the end of the game, he makes at the beginning. So, I mean, like you said, like no disrespect to everyone else, but yeah, most times at the end of the game, we look towards Marquise to make a shot. And if not, it's always a collective effort. So Marquise can get a shot, then the next guy is always ready to step up and knock it down. So, team effort.
Marquise, Kai Bowman had a big second half, but y'all really limited him in the first half. I think it was 1 from 9 from the field. How did you do such a good job containing him?
I think we took him out of the rhythm a lot, denied a few of his passes, and just took him out of sync, contest everything, just make it hard for him on catches and things like that.
Was it almost a shock that the game was tied there with Fulham stuff? Y'all played for shot pretty well, and yet there they were.
Yeah, I mean, like, give them credit, they came out there, they played hard, they was making shots. We couldn't get no stops early on, and thank God, we were scoring too, so we finally knuckled down and got some stops at the end of the game.
Any more questions?